right, so we are back on the docks here at Indania Beach, Fort Lauderdale. This is our beloved little SV Ollie Lukey. So you can see from the last time we were here that they have started to clean the boat up and prep it. You go through the commissioning process, which entails taking off the white film that was on all the windows. You can see, if I crane up here a little bit, you can see the running rigging, like the sail bag is on, the head sail. Let's see if we can get over here. Yeah, you can see the head sail right there. So the head sail is on. This little, for those of you that aren't quite into sailing yet, this stick right here, right there, is called a bowsprit, and that is for larger sails that you'll be running on the front of the boat. Hold on, there's an airplane passing. 1 second. All right, so the bowsprit is an option so that you can run larger sails, namely a code 0 or a code D. You would use those sails in lighter wind. So the bowsprit's on. You can see the rigging is on over here. I'm going to walk backwards and hopefully not fall into the water. But you can see all the windows have been cleared of the plastic. The running rigging, you can see like the green line here. So the sheets, that's the port and starboard sheets for the code 0. And then you have all the running rigging, the halyards, all that stuff is now on the boat. And then if we walk, let's go this way. If we walk back this way, you can see all here's the sheets for the main, and the red and the green sheets are again for the code 0. You've got the yellow is probably the halyard for the main. Sail bag is on now, so it's coming together, you know, little by little. The boat is being prepped. There were some workers that were just on here, I believe from just Catamarans, and they were working on cleaning up some of the glue and things that are on the windows from when it came from the factory. So you see that the cockpit is pretty much cleaned up. They will scrub and clean up the entire boat, but they're prepping it for turnover. The boat, as you guys know, it arrived on February 7th. But for those of you that don't know, the Miami Boat Show started on February, I believe, the 13th. So the crew here for Leopard was extremely busy prepping the boat, or all the boats that needed to go to the Miami Boat Show. So ours was basically put on hold. And now that the show's over, they're working on it. They're prepping the boat for turnover. We will, once we sign off on all the final paperwork and transfer the final amount of money for the final purchase of the boat, then we go out on what's called a sea trial. Sea trial, we go out with our lovely broker, Bob Ross, who is awesome. And we will introduce you to him when we're out on the sea trial and signing off on closing day. But after that, then we will go into aftermarket work here at Just Catamarans. They are back there, and they are a phenomenal company. They do fantastic work. And so two of the biggest things that we've opted for aftermarket, and we'll expand on this a little more on another video, but because we'll be doing a more offshore sailing and longer legs, longer cruising, and somewhat basically off the grid, you need power and you need water. And so we will be adding solar, a full solar arch back here. And then we'll also be adding a water maker and a couple things. We're not getting crazy, not in the beginning. We actually want to go out and sail the boat for the first 6 to 8 months up the eastern US East Coast. And then on our return back to Florida after hurricane season, we will probably add things that we may want to have fixed, or things that we would like to add. We opted a upgrade to the AGM batteries, but AGMs are nowhere near as good as the lithium batteries. So we will be going to lithium batteries, but since we've already paid for the AGMs, it's just hard to take something that you just paid for and then take it out and toss it. You won't get any money for them. So we've decided that we're going to keep the AGMs for the first 6-7 months of sailing. Let's use them. We'll get used to the boat. And when we come back, before we head out into the Caribbean, we will probably change over to lithium. The great thing is that conversations with Just Catamarans, when we put the solar arch up here, they will wire all the solar, so it's prepped for lithium. So when it'll be a very quick, it's easy for me to say very quick, but it'll be relatively an easy swap out to take the AGM batteries out and put the lithium in. So that's the latest right now. Wanted to give you guys a little more view of the boat. Here, I'll turn this around again. So this will be our home as we close and head out. Of us is the company we're going to see, Just Catamarans, who will do all our aftermarket work that we had mentioned before, water maker and different things we're having on the boat. So that's down here. We'll have that meeting first, and then we're either today or maybe tomorrow we'll go see the company where we're going to get our dinghy from. You guys open the door?
Yeah.
Windy.
Yeah, it's really windy. Holding them in place.
Here, can you hold this stuff? Ah, there he is.
What's up, boys?
Good. Hi.
You guys ready to go over some paperwork?
So, Mama, what are you doing?
So I'm just trying to figure out what's the total, so we can write him a check.
Time to write a big check.
Well, mistake happens.
Yep.
And then
All right. I learn a lot just by watching them
Yeah.
and seeing it. Plus, you know, you're going to be opening up panels that I may not just be opening up.
even.
We're still getting our checks.
They said they fixed that, but obviously.
Well, they've said that
Now
several times.
they're putting screws on them.
Yeah,
Oh, they
so
are?
she's- Yeah,
So you think ours is coming with screws?
I don't think so. I think I have to do it.
And then do you cap them or?
Yeah. No, I mean, he looks nice.
Looks nice. What's his name? Richard. He's
Richard.
awesome.
Oh, Richard Woodman.
Yeah.
We love him.
So Richard, you bring Corona.
Huh?
Corona.
They're talking about
Yeah,
Corona.
Richard's great.
What
are
He
they
knows the
talking about?
boat.
I love
Richard's favorite drink, Corona.
So it's gonna take us a couple weeks to do commissioning, cleaning, whatever. And then you're gonna get delivery of it.
Really? Couple days.
Want to say hi?
I think the last time we were here, the whole place closed, shut down for the day.
Yeah, but you know what?
True.
This is the most important part.
Yeah.
This is strongly what I feel. Like the most important part is the discussion. Try to identify what you guys want to do with it.
Yeah.
So it's your boat, not my boat.
Yeah.
Because we can spend your money, no problem.
Yeah.
But this is not the way to go.
Thank you. So which ones are these?
Oh, so this is the one that we shot. It's the cloud. See, that's kind of gray. It's just that we're worried about the texture on this one, right? So instead of that, we can go with smooth, which I think this is the one. We should maybe ask her just to give us a sample of the, what's this one? It's the same thing. Oh, there's a lot of things. Look at that.
All right, so we are here at a place called Ship the Shore. This is like a virtual mailbox. When you're out cruising for longer periods of time, you can have your mail come to a location like this, and they collect your mail. They get rid of all the junk mail. They don't keep any of that stuff, and then you just pick up your essentials.
Best part, there's no junk mail. You just get a real mail, so that's awesome.
Good.
But let's go outside and see if
There's one there.
show you the little brother of the Trifon.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, that's really little.
Oh, I love that.
That's
Oh, that's cool.
This is what, 300 and
Yeah, this is 310.
310. Yeah, perfect.
Oh, this is also good with the skin.
And then it comes like that.
Comes like that, got it. Lovely.
Oh, is this leopard? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
leopard.
the Leopard Catamaran. Are you
Yeah.
buying it
Come
there?
back here.
And also the name here. it helps against theft in the Caribbean, etc.
300 or 70.
There, so whoever's driving, I think it's more safe than
You want the manual and electric start? I don't know, but are you talking?
Driving?
Are you talking about electric or manual as far as lifting the outboard out of the water?
I believe that also this one is the same. You can start it with the
Well, with the key, electric start or
key,
manual pull.
yeah, just the switch key
Uh-huh.
or with manual.
I'm a
What? I said, let me carry the legs, the eggs. You know, you can put the carts right over there. I'll walk with you. Guys, are you tired? Are you ready to go home?
Nope. Yeah.
Do some homework? Read?
No.
No? Play?
No. Yeah.
All right, so we're here getting coconuts.
Yeah.
They're $2 each. There are a lot of coconuts here.
To tie yogurt and all.
Okay.
The all we open it with machete, and
Oh, wow.
when it's the coconut yogurt, we open it with a special tool. Take it off this part, and then push down and twist her, and then take it off.
Okay.
Yes, this is the simple. It's so easy.
Yeah.
It don't hurt your finger. You know, with the, when you use machete is so
Dangerous,
dangerous.
yeah.
Yeah.
Lose a
Okay,
finger.
get off this part.
Oh, there's no seams.
Okay, and then you push down. A lot of water, you know. Yeah, and then
Can I
turn.
try it?
Yes, and then take it out. It's so easy
Wow,
for drink.
look at that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Oh,
That seems
hold
very
on.
yeah, it's so easy to open with this.
I thought we had
tool.
straws.
Sorry.
We had straws?
Give you a straw,
think it's gonna
Oh, yeah.
and this is ready for drink.
Wow.
fresh.
Yes.
Do you want to
it's
share
ready.
that with Lucas?
This is so easy. When you need a coconut with a meat part, so we use the machete. It is more sweet than yogurt.
Oliver drank the whole other coconut.
Wow.
Now you see why we need 12 coconuts.
Yeah, two.
In my opinion, I like more yellow. Like this kind of color. Okay.
Or gold or something.
Okay.
Look at the size of the waves coming off this thing. See the pilot boat? So they guide him out. See? and some other options. We're looking at an additional anchor that we might buy, life vests, man overboard, things that will connect to the boat. So hopefully we don't have a man overboard, but if we do, we certainly want to know about it right away. So this is the place to do it because everybody's here. Ours is a 6 or 8 person. This is a 6 person. I think we have an 8 person on our boat. So this is what they look like on the inside. It's fully canopied so that you're protected from all the elements. There's rope tethers if you were to tie off to your catamaran, because catamarans don't sink well for a long time, and you would certainly want to stay next to your boat as long as you can. So this is one of those things that is critical. We need to check it regularly, maintain it with all the other safety equipment. But it's pretty cool to see the inside of it, what it looks like. I hope to never see the inside of ours.
This is the battery, and it floats. So if you drop this in the water, it's going to float.
Wow, it floats. It's awesome.
That's of an outboard.
Correct. And it's going to tell you what wattage your output is at that moment. So right now you're at 31 watts. You have 10 hours of runtime. So unlike a gas motor, there's no gas. There's no mechanical. That's going to take about 3 hours to charge it at the max.
Awesome. And how much does the 10 runs for, like a retail?
It's about $3,000.
$3,000.
The 10 horsepower. The 3
Yes.
horsepower, this whole package
Yes.
is $19.99.
Proudly, I was at Walt Disney Feature Animation. One of our dearest friends, Clark. If you're watching, look behind us here. We used to go use a Mastercraft ski boat in Orlando when we were making the movie Lilo and Stitch. And these are phenomenal boats for skiing. It's like a Ferrari on the water, and this just brings back a lot of great memories. We're on our way to Leopard. Let's see the whole crew at Leopard Catamaran. It's beautiful. Today it's a gorgeous day. It's warm. You can see all the boats.
Look at this one. Just keep it in the middle,
You live on
guys.
this yacht ever?
Guys, just remember, you gotta always look ahead. Looking that way, you're walking.
Is this boat?
Eve and one of us go take a little.
Yeah, look at the size of this guy.
Emma,
Yeah.
there's your Leopard 53 right behind you.
Buenos dias. Welcome aboard.
You like to live on the boat.
Mira dos on the
You got.
Come here,
Very
dude.
much.
I'm here. Nope.
Behind this thing is called One Up. In general, this is instead of your life slings, an alternative maybe to like a life sling. You can clip this to your vest. You can clip it at the helm or anywhere in the boat. And then if somebody goes overboard, you would take this thing and you throw it, and it auto inflates.
Look, show him.
Oh, here he's in it. We're gonna do it right here.
Oh, cool.
Can you see the pool of water?
Yes. Awesome. Yeah.
Wow. Like a fence. Repack it. Put a new canister. This is brilliant. This is really cool.
How much did they cost? About
190.
Not anymore.
Could you imagine you can inflate this and floating behind the boat, that anchorage?
That's big.
That's what it is.
That's a floating sun deck.
Are you recording?
You can go on our website and they have that on our website.
It's so cool.
Good for you. Tell mom, hey mom, is this always ask mom, is this okay?
This is how Andy, I mean, we try this. Okay,
Something melts and it shoots.
You would loop the loop through your harness, and wherever you are on the boat, you can put it to one part of the boat. That way, if you're moving, everything's
Is that enough room for us?
Yes.
Is that dinghy big enough?
Yes.
Right, we don't need a bigger one, that's good.
Hey guys, look, he's chasing them.
To our last and final category, which is sailing and cruising. So there is a good amount of these on the internet. We actually have winds here. Woo! They didn't enter. But this year, our winners for sailing and cruising are Shula's Endless Summer.